And once again, she will be the cherry on top. There we go. Holy crap, I fit so many people under there. Oh, it's probably gonna break the game a little bit. Why do I keep doing that? Because it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
When I saw what they'd done to Anton Sokolov, I wanted to hurt everyone who'd helped Delilah and the Duke of Serkonos pull off their coup. Sokolov is the man who made whale oil into a weapon, who turned back the plague, and now he's barely able to speak. The hands that painted the most powerful men and women of our time shake too badly to hold a spoon. When he does talk, he's going to give me a name, the next step along the way to Duke Luca Abel, then Delilah herself. A name. That's all I need.
Indeed it is. Welcome back to Dishonored 2. Just had our visit from Delilah, and now I think we are ready to dig in to seeing what Sokolov has to say. Yeah, I forgot Sokolov did make well oil into a weapon.
I'm with you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Jessamine, Delilah's stronger now.
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
All this is her doing, and she'll die for it.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end. Soon.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she did kind of choose her path. She didn't have to be such a bitch, you know? It's something I should say to your face, but that's hard for me. Thank you for what you did, bringing Anton back. Whatever would I have done without him puttering around the ship, mumbling and stroking his greasy beard? I wanted to find him on my own, but hearing what you went through, I'm impressed. Anyways, enjoy the bottle from the Captain's Reserve. Good stuff. I got it from an aristocrat wanting quick passage out of Kanaka a while back. You'll need it now that Anton's back if you want to sleep. His snoring cuts straight through the bulkhead. Of course it does. Nice. Let's go see what the old bastard has to say. See if he has an idea for getting rid of the rats as well. They're from Lucas Pastor. Dear Dr. Hypatia, I couldn't be happier about the news you gave me. The people here in Dust District desperately need someone like you. I understand that you cannot see patients in Admire anymore and that it's too dangerous to go back to your apartment. I'll arrange something. We'll find you a safe place to hide and give free consultations as you suggested. Send word about it via the Miners Family Committee. Some friends I have at the Silver Spike newspaper. Oh, maybe you should wait until we deal with the Duke before you start making it clear what's occurred. That's risky business. I can defend this place, but I'm not sure if I can defend it if the entirety of Karnaka comes down upon it at the same time.
Good to see that you're still with us. Thank you for helping Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
I'm working on that. Believe me, the Duke has my full attention.
Karnaka's key leaders are flawed for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
Maybe, Alexandria, but sometimes your friends dictate your fate.
Yeah. I'm not really in the business of, letting people live. Not after what they did.
Chindos wanted me to help him with a rather complicated problem. It would have enabled him to make his clockwork soldiers at a fraction of the cost. Clever man.
Not clever enough.
Not to
What's
avoid
wrong
me.
with people like that?
A restless mind and an empty heart, perhaps. Jindosh would have snuffed me out as soon as he got bored. I appreciate what Corvo did for me, freeing me from that place.
I searched for you, Anton. I would have found you.
I knew you'd try, Megan. They kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way, you're back now. I'm glad.
You done? Okay. What do we got?
Anton, you've had 3 days to rest. Tell me how to kill Delilah.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back.
I remember that.
Corvo, she's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding.
Fair enough.
When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
The curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous. As obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
Yeah. Also, considering the fact that, I think she may very well be...
Meet me at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory.
She may very well be a witch. We did encounter some at the end. Yeah, even he knows that we're probably gonna burn this place.
Jessamine's face has never faded from my memory. Could Delilah truly be her sister?
I painted that from memory, which is a tricky thing. But I must admit to seeing some of the old Emperor's features in her face. It was long ago when I took Delilah in. Whipped thin, angry and brilliant. But her obsession with the occult and the Caldwin family took her out of my circles.
Delilah's paintings are chaotic, but she sculpts much better than you, Anton.
You knew Delilah? When were you going to tell me?
When you needed to know. My past is none of your business, Royal Protector.
Another lifetime. We all came to Karnaca for our own reasons, Corvo. Megan had hers too. I'm sure you understand the need for secrets.
Fair enough. Us of all people would understand secrets. My thoughts start here and there. At the whim of my aging brain. So an orange enters a memory. All at once, I am a boy back in school, suffering under the cruelty of Professor Olofton. Her horrible wigs and the smell of old wool. The wool reminds you of my suits. I used to have them custom made. The suits reminded me that I was once a man of position, and then I am thinking of my own cruelties, terrible deeds performed in the name of science, progress, or profits. Then I am flooded with regrets and guilts. Then, just as suddenly as I am hungry or thinking about my knees, or a nap. As if I cannot quiet my mind and apply myself to a task, say painting, like today, it is of little use. I find it odd that at a time when I thought I might enjoy some rest and expand my paintings, that my eyes are not as sharp as they need to be. And my hands quiver exceptionally. The smell of the paint assaults my nose and muddles my thoughts. Did they always smell so? Still, I have begun work on a canvas. I have no name for it yet. Ooh, I don't like that whaling ship. I don't like them being so close. Let's probably going to be difficult to see us from here or recognize that we're anything but a crewman, but still, don't appreciate it. Okay, let's get on.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the Conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let's go.
Something interesting, I think I mentioned this in the first episode, but she does have a DLC called Death of the Outsider, which I'm fairly certain is where she lost her arm. I never played it. I want to play it. It's for Dishonored 1, I believe. But yeah, she does have a DLC, and she probably recognizes our power. I don't think she likes the Outsider, but I think she's willing to bear us, simply because we're needed.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Shouldn't be too difficult.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
Yeah. Interesting. So, that's probably a secondary way to deal with Ashworth without killing her. But I would like whatever information he has, whether it would actually be useful or not. Securia Guardians, gotcha. Wow, a lot of bone charms, these 4 rooms, and a ritual site. Is there a ritual site before? I'm pretty sure I got everything in the previous area. There wasn't any kind of ritual site, I don't think. No, yeah, there was, because I remember the guy talking about how he would pull off the legs of bugs or whatever. I remember a few bits and bobs like that. Whatever's hanging back here.
Anywhere.
Fuck? Fuck is this? Cornered. Okay, note to self, there is a pack of howlers here. Jesus fucking hell. This place is so dangerous. I can barely get a foothold.
Shit here.
Cut you into pieces.
What's going on here?
First, my best option is to start by getting rid of these freaking howlers, as annoying as they are to deal with. I'd prefer it over anything else, since they do have whatever the hell that stuff is that messes with my head. Makes it hard to focus, I guess? I don't know, it screws up my timing. Time to go to sleep. God, you guys are annoying. Really freaking annoying. I love the outfits, but you're damn annoying. Okay. The pack of howlers. Rune. Right here? Oh, it's your rune.
I provide only the finest service with absolute discretion.
Of course you do.
Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
Now think about it.
See anything you like?
Of course, as always.
Welcome back. Please, take your time.
Never mind. Wow, I have no money. Representative from the Royal Conservatory confirmed today that the site's closure has been extended once again with no promise of when it might reopen. Carter Brandon Ashwood could not be reached for comments. Readers will remember that an infestation of mites in the Roseboro exhibit forced the closure nearly 6 months ago, though there have been rumors that no exterminators have been hired. The Roseboro exhibit was to be a prestigious event sponsored by the Academy of Natural Philosophy, with hopes of attracting numerous experts and guest lecturers from across the Isles. This important exhibit is now on hold indefinitely due to the extended closure. For hopeful visitors, there is nothing to do but wait for further word. Interesting. Assuming 6 months ago would probably be around when the coup started being planned and set into motion, prepared for. Nope.
I wonder who that... I'll be wiping off your blood.
Night night. And no one suspects a thing. Anyone else? I feel like there was more than one in here. No? Just the one? He never even woke up. Yeah. Because the time's low, he never even woke up. He didn't have a chance to wake up because he was already out? How does that work? I feel like he would suffocate? I'm not 100% sure how that would work. A representative from the Sisters of the Ekerol Order in Serkonos paid a surprise visit this week to officials at the Grand Palace, delivering a message that calls into doubt the Order's formerly held position on the illegitimacy of our new Empress, Delilah Caldwin. It seems that there is an intense disagreement between the sects of the secretive organization. While not a fully reversal, the visit to the Grand Palace promoted the following statement from Duke Luca Bell. It pleases me that the Sisters of the Coral Order have come to closure to endorse our beloved Empress, Delilah Caldwin. Her recent and valiant coup is an attempt at restoring just rule to the Empire, and I advise the Order and the stubborn Abbey of the Everyman to immediately embrace Delilah as Empress and accept her wisdom and authority. We thank the Oracle Sisters for delivering this vision, and we call for a day of celebration. Meanwhile, Vice Overseer Luma Burin speaks on behalf of the Abbey of the Everyman, advising residents, saying that the latest massive of the Oracle Order are still being interpreted and needed. Interesting. So the Abbey of the Everyman is on our side. Curious.
Brianna Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth has some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The overseers are the forward face of the Abbey, but equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
Interesting. Much has been said about the blind sisters of the Oracle Order. In truth, their eyes function just as well as yours or mine, the blind sisters of the Oracle Order. However, they do endeavor to become blind to distractions and frivolities. They will, if necessary, bind them, walk amongst us, wearing richly hued blindfolds or otherwise covering their eyes. In this way, they remain at all times ready to see things clearly. Decisions are made during or less gatherings, though no others are permitted to observe. The process was described to me, so I render it here with permission. A room is prepared with heavy incense and blessings from the scriptures. In a circle, sitting 30 or more sisters of our order until the room is brimming. We will hear no topic, lest we each have equated time to research. Several outcomes will be discussed, and some sisters are specifically tasked with advancing less popular or unlikely scenarios. It is not permitted to remain silent. Every voice must be heard. It may take some time to arrive at a decision, and by then all are quite versed in the myriad consequences, and may have lengthy advice for all contingencies. When an opinion is written, it may be as short as a sentence or fill 20 pages. Yet one last sister must approve it, the High Oracle herself. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Take that.
Always a delight to see you.
Yeah,
What
I
a
have
pleasant
info.
surprise to see you again.
Oh, that wasn't you. Okay, I see. How much am I do it? 315. How much is it's 400, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, a safe combination. Shopkeeper's cousin once attended a lecture in the building directly across from the Royal Conservatory. On Festival of Blood Flies, you know this combination is safe there.
I'm certain
Take
you'll
that.
be satisfied with your purchase.
Something feels wrong.
Yeah, something's about to feel even more wrong. Come in here and you're gonna have a bad day. I wouldn't do that. I told you not to.
Let me show you how I got my stripes! He's wounded! Let's finish him!
Later, I'll be laughing over Rob about how you died.
Come on! Let him go!
There.
You're gonna pay for his death!
You killed him! Idiots. See, I can fight more than 3 at a time. That was actually a lot of fun. I can hide under here. Ooh. I can make a pile of bodies under here. And once again, she will be the cherry on top. There we go. Holy crap, I fit so many people under there. Oh, it's probably gonna break the game a little bit. Why do I keep doing that? Because it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And it embarrasses them. Because they wake up and they're like, what the fuck did he do to us? It's taken away every ounce of dignity you ever had. Ooh. How are you doing? Do you have to use such a violent punch? I mean, I get you need to throw him off, but fuck Corvo. She barely had a time to realize what the hell was happening. Mind collapse. A representative of the miners' family committee reports that another silver mine has partially collapsed, leaving 8 miners injured and killing 12. The committee maintains that the Duke's unrealistic productive goals were the true culprit, citing the overlong shifts that have been in practice since mine owner Ardman Stilton disappeared. The miners are now managed directly by the Grand Palace until such a time as Stilton's return or until a new director can be found. Or the Grand Palace's official statement blamed the collapse on human error and threatened to arrest anyone found guilty of demoralizing the people of Kanaka. We at the Kanakan Garrison certainly supported the effort to maintain Sekonan's unity. Our thoughts go to the family of those injured and killed. Damn. So clearly they're not going to look for a director. Clearly Duke was part of the reason why the previous one disappeared. Probably because he wasn't willing to work his miners literally to death. Like, you're not gonna get anywhere if most of your minds collapse because you have unrealistic goals when it comes to keeping them afloat. Oh, witches. One or both. But there was another one. Yeah, I should mention that I have no mercy for witches. They do not get my mercy. Normal humans, screw them, kind of. Isn't that the point sometimes? Outside of that, yeah, witches don't get my mercy. They get to taste the sharp end of my blade. The dull end of my mind if I ever use possession on them, though I'm doubtful I ever will. That doesn't seem like all that good of an idea. Going into the mind of such a beast as a witch. Just don't look up. Trust me. Don't look up. Oh! Fuck! I barely saw that. Someone's really looking to protect themselves. Ah, there you are. Holy shit, there's... Hey! Hey! I missed one. Hey. Let's see what the outsider has to say.
Look at you, leaving a trail of bloody boot prints across this dying city.
Good for you. You're no better.
Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before mother and father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that, never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
Yeah, fair enough on mine, but yeah, and I kinda had a feeling we'd be killing her anyways.
Everyone is afraid.
Okay, that explains why I could only kill her. Okay, note to self, there is a limit. Ooh. What the hell happened in here? Charm. I guess someone had a full house and someone else wasn't too happy about that. Take the bone charm though. Hopefully it has something to do with luck. Or maybe it doesn't. Or maybe someone thought it did and it didn't, cause yeah. Someone wasn't happy about the outcome. Holy shit! What happened? Was it a... Did everyone agree that when the game ended, they'd all draw their pistols and fire on one another? There's a royal conservatory, so we're on the other side of the wall. And back, and fully check everything.
Should have listened to Mom and become a hairdresser.
Definitely.
They probably ran off, you ask me.
Where'd the other one go? Night night. Huh. My grenade didn't go off? Right, they have 2 uses now. I forgot I upgraded that.
Let's see how you acquit yourself.
I asked him to double the number of mine workers. He did it. No questions. No claims. Karnaka needed miners, and he produced them. Thin air.
You guys really should just pretended like you didn't see me. You really need to be a good boy and not shout for the guards because, trust me, I'm running out of non-lethal ways to deal with you guys. You did that yourself. Right. I forgot those towers aren't just for looks. They're, kinda dangerous. Oh, where's this gonna put me? Heard the noises again last night, but I won't open that trunk. Not with him in there. Can't even stand to look at it. Going back to our apartment isn't a possibility since Grand Guard sees the place. One little push. Shove him harder than that on 100 occasions, but he hit his head and the life went out of him. The ploker never was any good since the day I married him. After he was gone, at first it was alright. More food for me, anyway. Then things started to get putrid, just like him to torment me from the beyond. Still, it wasn't only a smell, but now it's noises. I can't figure it out. His spirit has come for revenge? That's what I think 1 minute. Next, I'm sure it's just rats making a home in his skin. I yelled quiet the other day, but the noise got even stronger. Like he was gonna burst out. Probably because he was. That's where blood flies come from. Oh, you're one of the turned ones. Right. I read about you guys. So this is the shop, right? And this is also where the one guy wanted me to check out, so figure out all the blood flies first. There we go. I'll take wolfhounds cannot smell. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Not sure that's gonna see me back here. No, I'm good. Yeah, that was unavoidable. Nighty night. Sleep tight. Don't let the blood flies bite. Hey! Oh! That was the wrong tripwire for the wrong trap. Fuck! If my head was over a little bit further, that would have been a bad time. So what the fuck does this tripwire activate then? Or does it activate the same trap? Oh god, why is everyone setting up traps? It's becoming infuriating. This is the shopkeep's associate that we need to check in on. Doubtful he's alive in here. I have a new assignment for one with your unique talents. I'd like you to retrieve the old Roseberry prototype on display at the Royal Conservatory. It's like well protected, but I'll double the finder's fee. Bring back to me at the shop, MV. Find the prototype. I think I can probably do that. Oh. That was a close one. Night. This should let me into Ashworth. Or into Ashworth. No. We don't want to get into Archie's. Honestly, probably a witch. All things considered. No, this should let me into the conservatory. Hounds can't smell me, but they can still see me. There's literally nothing I can do. Really wish I could save that, but
I need to find out how a sword through the heart wasn't enough to kill our new empress, Delilah.
yep, that's kind of the plan. Ooh. Oh, right. Oh, I just remembered. They'll come back if you don't assassinate them. If you don't destroy their skulls, they'll come back. Oh. Guess you didn't have a good time. Breaking an entering job. Use code sides outside the office window, get over the fence, drop down, enter the basement through a delivery door. Special display is on the second floor. Enter through the scary room, grab Roseberry prototype. Don't forget to disable alarm, easy money. Oh, you're the guy. Well, figured out what happened to him.
Nests we have.
Not just there's some kind of communion going on.
See you in the fort.
Doing that with blood flies around is kind of difficult. Oh, I got her. The key to the archive is in the quartermaster's office. Nice. I know it. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? No? Good. Yeah, if you can't tell, yeah. I'm not exactly leaving the witches alive. Horrendous creatures shouldn't have walked her to begin with. Ah! Oh my fucking god. I go up against half a dozen witches, all with powers, ranged attacks, teleportation, all of that, and I tear them to shreds. I try and make a case to steal some stun mines, and I end up killing myself. Oh, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, doesn't it? Or the witch's sternum melts. Oh, son of a...
We'll both die, but you're going first.
Yeah, you'll both die, alright. That was better than I ever could have expected. Just ripped into shreds. Did she just say, "Are you hurt? Do you not hear the screams of pain and agony?"
What? Sister, are you...
I can see the prototype from here, but that's not gonna help if I can't fucking deal with these things.
I'll be there when that monster's back.
Oh, yes you will.
More interesting.
What? What happened here?
Why did you have to die, sister?
Oh, you're about to join her. You can see the orculum or whatever from up here. Curious.
No, my dear, it's a loss, but I doubt he had anything more to give us.
Sokolov was taken away as well.
Who would want that ancient fool? Never mind. How goes the communion? I am hungry to whisper into the ears of the oracular sisters.
My influence grows. Last night, I walked through a dream with one of them, and we drank from a fountain in the town where she was born.
Vice Overseer Burns' suspicions were right.
Business with Jindosh won't affect things.
No. He continued to tinker with the lenses. Thicker, thinner, more opaque. It was tiresome to watch. I still have the old lenses and cast-off parts piled in my workshop. But Jindosh finished some time ago. The rest is up to me, learning to use the machine. A tricky thing, touching the void through such a device.
Blood and biscuits. I look forward to using it myself once you're ready.
Will you visit soon?
Perhaps. Dunwall Tower is mostly in hand. The High Overseer won't be a problem anymore. And there's the matter of my own project. I grow more excited with each brushstroke. When I come to Karnaca, we'll drink an ocean of good wine and stay tight as a boiled owl.
I look forward to it.
For now, I need your eyes on the Duke. At least until we have the sisters under control. There's no one else I trust. I'll reach out to you again on the morrow. Farewell.
Goodbye, Delilah, my empress. It seems rather rude to die here.
You who've never known real adversity. Can't understand what she meant to me.
Good for you. Ah! Ooh, these things are getting annoying. Really fucking annoying. Resources are tight. I've not had a good chance to restore them. Hello, Delilah. Oh.
Everyone you love, everything you hold dear, I'll destroy. Want to know why?
Oh, Royal Protector, back in the city that spawned you so long ago.
You have no idea what I'd do to keep Emily from harm. Only in the end will you really know.
Perhaps I'll dig a hammer to her tonight and drop the pieces over the side of a ship halfway to Pandysia.
You'll regret it.
I'm coming for you soon, Delilah.
Your sword can't still my heart, but I welcome you to try.
My sword may not be able to, but I see you now. I know what you are. I know, well, kind of know what you are, but I have an idea. I know you have the outsider's mark, and I know that this time you're not gonna get the better of me. You're not gonna get a hold of me and remove my mark. This time, you will fall to me. Mistress Brenna, like you asked, I stored your audiograph recording in the archive down there in the basement, and I tied it up all around the Oculon, just as you asked. Some of the others were talking about the old lenses you took out of the Oculon device after the accident, saying they were going to bury them lenses forever at the bottom of the ocean. Well, that didn't sound right to me, so I just stored them in the Effigien's workshop in case you find them some use. All my other chores are done, so I'll go prepare your leech iso tea. I'm grateful for the second chance you give me. I'm sure over time I'll feel Delilah's presence and learn the magic like my coven sister. Please don't cast me out, and I'll make your Empress Delilah proud, I promise.
Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
Maybe. Delilah, when we can't talk, I write. There are other things you will understand. Daily, I feel my connection to the void growing, and through me, my power calls out to those who join our coven. New faces, new voices. Our bond is stronger than it was at Ingmore, yet you feel so far away. If we were together, I could say more, as it is as if I can see beyond the air, into another time or place. You have parted a curtain I never knew was there. Oh, Delilah, strange, beautiful whispers are carried on the breeze. I am forever grateful for your instrument.
These odd lenses might be linked to what Ashworth is working on.
Yeah. So this is meant to, what, peer into the void? Seems dangerous. The original lenses Jintosh and I devised for the Octum were horribly flawed. Rather than focusing the energies of the void, the faulty lenses scattered them. My head was filled with noises, and the spiritual channel linking me to Delilah's magic was nearly extinguished. I would not cease my efforts until our coven controls the Sisters of the Oracle Order. but I know now that I proceed at grave risk. The lenses could have been my ruin. They're stored in the workshop for now, but must be destroyed. Yeah, you probably should have destroyed them. Pretty sure that's a non-lethal way of dealing with her, but yeah. If I wasn't letting the normal witches survive, it definitely wasn't letting her survive.
I meant nothing to my fine family, beyond an advantageous marriage and years of childbearing. They promised me to a man 3 times my age who wheezed on about our wedding night. But a curious thing happened on the way to the altar, Delilah. From the first time I slipped out of the manor in the dead of night, there was no returning to my cage. Looking at the stars and drinking wine on a rooftop, I was free. Instead of seeing the overseers for marriage, I visited my father's banker and raced away from my old life toward Delilah. Those were the coven's glory days.
Interesting. Day 4. It's been difficult to create effigies of the Oracle sisters. They keep to themselves, rarely venture outside. Also get the hair and nail clippings I need. But I have an idea. If the sisters are linked even beyond death, then I can use the bones of their dead, dug from an abbey graveyard, to attain the Auriculum, to attune the Auriculum to the minds of the living sisters. Today, it's done. Alfred and several others brought back a wagon full of coffins. I'll start new effigies at once. 19th day. Still only faint voices, nothing near the connection required to give them dreams. Must adjust the lenses, refine the effigies, sleep with their skulls beneath my blankets for a few nights more. Perhaps indicate the scavengers they used to cover their eyes. Scars they used to cover their eyes. So first day, Delilah is anxious about my progress, and yet there's not much to tell. Was able to interrupt several Oracle sisters in conversation, leaving them momentarily at a loss for words. Confident that soon enough I'll be able to make them say whatever I wish. Then I'll have news for my Empress in Dunwall. 23rd day. At last I held one of the sisters in a trance-like state for an hour. Delilah was ecstatic. Soon will control the Oracle Order. Interesting. So their goal was, I guess, to fully integrate anyone who could have been a threat to them? It's my only guess. They didn't want anyone to be able to stand against them. God, you two are irritating. I think all witches are that way. Not gonna ask. Not going to ask. Honestly, there actually is a lot to steal around here. Like, a lot to freaking steal. Huh.
If you knew about Delilah, you shouldn't have kept it from me.
Yeah. That is probably gonna be a point of tension for Corvo. He loved Jasmine, but at the same time, he is angry about the fact that there was knowledge not given to him, despite literally what his job was. If he had known about Delilah sooner, he probably could have snuffed out this traitorous behavior long ago. I love how that one didn't really react to the fact that her friend just suddenly got plinked with something and fell off the chandelier. You know, that's just a normal day for them, I guess. Maybe she thought it was something in the tea. Bye.
What's going on here? What?
No, there's more of you?
You're so dead.
What the fuck you do that for? There you go. Hey. Take that.
Perhaps, but that wouldn't give him any power over Brianna. Jindosh is an ally, an agent of the Duke, gifted in the ways of natural philosophy. Together, they've built something that can pierce the void itself.
I've never seen Brianna work with machines. She's always relied on precious bones and ivory, carved in a room with no light, painted with ash and moon's blood. Not lenses and silver cogs, covered in stinking grease.
This is a special endeavor, important to Delilah. You think no one can harm us, but the Overseers and the Sisters of the Oracular Order are fanatics, dedicated to stopping us from living the lives we want.
So why use their own machinery? These music boxes, even when torn apart, they'll bring us bad luck. I don't like it.
Jindosh and Brianna know what they're doing. Their collaboration is unusual, but it pleases Delilah, and it's Brianna's obsession.
So it is then. Let's hope that cursed mechanism doesn't pull us all into the void.
Fair enough. I love doing that. Wrong one. At least it didn't trigger the damn things. I'll be taking that.
After Delilah fell to the assassin Dowd, her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the Isles, all of us who'd been with her at Brigmore and before, we felt the magic return. Others joined. New faces, new blood. Now, Delilah is immortal. Forever. She holds Dunwall, and we've turned to corrupting the Oracular Order. The Overseers take guidance from their prophetic sisters, and soon we'll influence their dreams and visions.
Huh. Well, that doesn't really help. Immortal. Doubtful. Nothing is immortal. Even the outsider can die, probably. But that's problematic. So she died to Dao. Which, if you don't remember, Dao was the assassin Corvo went after. The one that killed Jessamine. Why are you unconscious? Either way. I think that used to be a witch. Just sure she's dead. Why are the witches unconscious? What the hell happened to them? Did that happen when we offed the main one? I guess, yeah, they were interconnected in some way. It makes sense that one's death could affect them all. Let's put an end to that freaking watchtower. It's become infuriating. Let's go see the shopkeep. Tell him what I found, what I learned about his bud, hand on the prototype, and hopefully get a decent reward that will also pay for a few bits and bobs. Safe code was a good find.
Please, welcome back. I see you found the prototype.
Your acquaintance didn't make it.
It is a risky line of work, I'm afraid, but let's not dwell. I expect you'll be interested in payment. First, your finder's fee, of course, and if you like, I can draw up some schematics based on the prototype, something you can use to modify your tools. And as a token of my appreciation, a discount at the shop.
Oh,
a fair deal.
Nice, I can get even more stuff.
Always a delight to see you.
Blinds enemies causes witches to flee. Blinds enemies cause wolfhounds to flee. Nice, and work against the witches. Explode on impact with living targets. That feels like a good way to get myself blown up, but I'll take it. Every little bit helps. Every second of that freaking mission sucked. Not because the mission was bad, the mission was good. It just sucked. It was a really freaking difficult mission that left little room for error, and the witches were impossible. Hey, Megan.
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Corvo, there's something else.
What?
Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
You live long enough, that happens.
Yeah. But what I did is worse than most. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit, which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now, but I felt like you should know. There are things I regret, Corvo.
Deception doesn't make for good allies, Foster.
Is that what you think, Royal Protector? You'll have to tell me all your secrets someday. Are you ready to leave now?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Corvo really doesn't have many secrets. He honestly doesn't. Like, there's not much you can... Like, he doesn't hide much. He's an assassin, an extremely dangerous assassin. He has dealt with the Outsider before and has now dealt with him again. He was the one behind overthrowing the previous coup of Dunwall, and he's doing it again. Like, there's not much to hide. There really isn't. And yeah, I think your DLC probably explains a lot of that.
Yes, let's go. Take me back to the dreadful whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos.
Absolutely. The witch is no more. Yeah, I had a feeling I'd be leaning into lethal a bit more. But I mean, you know, why wouldn't I? They're witches. Why do I care about them?
3 years ago, Delilah was laying her plans. The Duke's people gathered at the home of a mine baron named Aramis Stilton to commit some horror in her name. I need to know how they made her immortal. But where was I 3 years ago? Letting Emily daydream through council meetings, teaching her fencing and back-alley fighting. I always expected an enemy we could put down with a sword. Soldiers, spies, assassins. Instead, we got something else. Beyond the pale. Beyond the natural world. Instead, we got hit by someone like me.
Yeah, essentially, it's a female version of you, just much more immortal. Trust me, I've died a lot. Confer with your allies. Yeah, not a chance. I'm ending this episode off here. This has been a whole lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this. It's fun, though it is so mind-numbing sometimes. Because I end up doing the same fights again and again and again until I eventually get them. And like, typically, I'm two episodes or so ahead of the previous episode, so at I had the 4th episode done and ready to go. But I'm recording the 5th episode in preparation for the 4th episode going out soon. So it's like... It's a problem because I need to have a bunch of saves to be able to put together a thumbnail for the video. And it can just be so mind-numbing because I am afraid of overwriting saves and using too many in one go and then not having enough things for a thumbnail, you know? For a good thumbnail. But yeah, this has been a whole lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. Dealing with the witches was fun. It was nice to be able to just kill things for once. I mean, I do kill soldiers from time to time, but honestly, they're not a threat to me, and I find it more embarrassing than anything else. The witches, though, they were a threat. Human or not, they were a threat, and they needed to be put down. So, yeah. I'm tired. I've had a lot of fun. If you enjoyed, think about leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And that, be good, be well, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Goodbye.